Sairam students, welcome to another session of GK. Students, today we will start our new lesson number 13 of people and places. Now let us start question answer session. Write the names of the people with whom the following places are associated. Clues are there to help you. Ponar. He started the Bhudan movement. Answer is Vinoba Bhave. It was initiated by Acharya Vinoba Bhave in 1951 at Pochampalli village, which is now in Telangana and known as Bhudan Pochampalli. It is also called the land gift movement. The Bhudan movement attempted to persuade wealthy landowners to voluntarily give a percentage of their land to landless people. Second, Orville, writer of Life Divine. Answer is Aurobindo Ghosh. The Life Divine is a major philosophical work of Sri Aurobindo. Sri Aurobindo presents a theory of evolution, which will culminate in the transformation of the human being and the advent of a divine life upon earth. Next, Ujjain. Sanskrit dramatist wrote Shakuntala. Answer is Kalidas. The sign of Shakuntala and many other variants is a Sanskrit play by the ancient Indian poet Kalidas, dramatizing the story of Shakuntala told in the epic Mahabharata. It was the best of Kalidas's works. Next, Nanded, the last Sikh Guru. Answer is Guru Gobind Singh. Guru Gobind Singh, born Gobind Rai, was the 10th Sikh Guru, a spiritual master, warrior, poet, and philosopher. When his father, Guru Tegh Bahadur, was beheaded for refusing to convert to Islam, Guru Gobind Singh was formally installed as the leader of the Sikhs at age 9, becoming the 10th Sikh Guru. Next, Adyar, an Irish lady in India. Answer is Annie Besant. She was a British socialist, theosophist, women's rights activist, writer, orator, educationist, and philanthropist. Regarded as a champion of human freedom, she was an ardent supporter of both Irish and Indian self rule. She was a prolific author with over 300 books and pamphlets to her credit. As an educationist, her contribution included the founding of the Banaras Hindu University. Next, Bardoli, popularly known as Sardar. Answer is Sardar Patel. The Bardoli Satyagraha of 1928 in the state of Gujarat, India during the period of British Raj was a major episode of civil disobedience and revolt in the Indian independence movement. The movement was eventually led by Vallabhbhai Patel, and its success gave rise to Patel becoming one of the main leaders of the independence movement. Next, Pune, freedom fighter. Answer is Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Keshav Gangadhar Tilak was an Indian nationalist, teacher, and an independence activist. He was one third of the Lal Bal Pal triumvirate. Tilak was the first leader of the Indian independence movement. The British colonial authorities called him the father of the Indian unrest. He was also conferred with the title of Lokmanya, which means accepted by the people as their leader. Mahatma Gandhi called him the maker of modern India. Next, Kaladi, a philosopher. Answer is Adi Shankaracharya. Adi Shankaracharya was an 8th century Indian philosopher and theologian who consolidated the doctrine of Advaita Vedanta. He is credited with unifying and establishing the main currents of thought in Hinduism. His works in Sanskrit discuss the unity of the Atman and Nirugan Brahman, Brahman without attributes. Let's see fun fact. India has 508 islands in the Arabian Sea and 668 in the Bay of Bengal. Now we will see our next chapter, chapter number 14, governing ourselves. Fill in the blanks in the following sentences to understand some basic facts about governing India. Clues are given at the end to help you. The dash means a collection of laws and principles according to which a country is governed. Answer is Constitution. Second, the Constitution of India was framed by the dash of India established in 1946. Answer is Constituent Assembly. The Constitution of India was framed by a Constituent Assembly set up under the Cabinet Mission Plan of 1946. The Assembly held its first meeting on December 9, 1946 and elected Dr. Sachidanand Sinha, the oldest member of the Assembly, as the Provisional President. On December 11, 1946, the Assembly elected Dr. Rajendra Prasad as its permanent chairman. Next, the chairman of the drafting committee of the Constitution Assembly was dash. Answer is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. On 29 August 1947, the Constituent Assembly set up a drafting committee under the chairmanship of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar to prepare a draft constitution for India. While deliberating upon the draft constitution, the Assembly moved, discussed, and disposed of as many as 2,473 amendments out of the total of 7,635 tabled. Next, fill in the blanks. The Constitution was passed by the Constituent Assembly on dash and adopted on dash. The Constitution was passed by the Constituent Assembly on 26 November 1949 and adopted on 26 January 1950. The final draft of the Indian Constitution, which is the longest in the world, was adopted on 26 November 1949 after almost 2 years, 11 months and 17 days. It was legally enforced on 26 January 1950, the day that we celebrate as Republic Day ever since. Explain the blank. Introduction to the Constitution is called dash. It explains the purpose behind the framing of the Constitution. Answer is preamble. The preamble to the Constitution of India is a brief introductory statement that sets out guidelines which guide the people of the nation and to present the principles of Constitution and to indicate the source from which the document derives its authority and meaning. Next, fill in the blank. The fact that India is secular country means that the state considers all religions equal and does not give patronage to any particular religion. India taught the world about the meaning of secularism. which attracted the people all over the world. India is a secular nation with no state religion, and therefore every citizen residing within territory of India has the right to follow the religion he believes in. Religion is personal matter and everyone has right to follow one's own religion. Next, fill in the blank. The Constitution guarantees certain rights to all the citizens. These are called dash fundamental rights. Seven fundamental rights were originally provided by the Constitution: the right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, right to property, and right to constitutional remedies. Next, fill in the blanks. The principle in constitution which direct the government to do certain things for the welfare of the people are called dash. Answer is direct principle. According to the constitution, India is dash from the government in the run by the dash by the elected by the people representatives. Next, fill in the blank. The body of representatives elected by the people are called parliament. Only the parliament can make changes in the constitution. Any change that the parliament makes in the constitution is called amendment. Fun fact: the Constituent Assembly met in sessions open to the public for 166 days, spread over a period of 2 years, 11 months, and 18 days before adopting the Constitution. The 308 members of the Assembly signed two copies of the document, one each in Hindi and English, on 24 January 1950. Students, now we will meet our next session. Till then, goodbye. Have a nice day.